Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Valentine's Day-ish, I guess. Can't believe it is already, beginning of February. How is this happening? So without further ado, let's get into this video and I will let you guys know a little bit more about why I am doing this specific video. It is actually in collaboration with a whole bunch of other YouTubers. I am going to link all of their channels down below. We are all doing Valentine's Day inspired makeup looks, and today I am going to be doing a Valentine's Day inspired look after Briar Rose, and I'm going to be using the Storybook's Cosmetics Fairy Tales. This is the little Briar Rose, hence why I want to do something kind of themed after Briar Rose. And then here are the shades in here. So we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day look with the Briar Rose palette. So we're going to do a quick, simple, but glamorous Valentine's Day eye makeup look for you guys using the Storybook Cosmetics palette, Little Briar Rose. And I am actually going to prime my eyes first. I actually have started using the Camouflage Matte Concealer from Essence Cosmetics, and this is actually, it's a concealer, but it works way better as an eye primer than what it does as an actual concealer. I feel like it is just enough coverage on your eye that it actually evens everything out and gets rid of all of the veins in your eye, but then it also provides a tacky base, whereas as a camouflage concealer, it said it was a full coverage concealer and it just did not hold up to the test, but as an eye base, I think it does a lot better. See how it just kind of like evens out my eyes and it gets rid of all of the like redness, all of the veins. It's like the right amount of tacky. It's not like too tacky to the point where it's going to make your eyelids oily or greasy. It's like perfect tacky. Here we have the Little Briar Rose from Storybook Cosmetics. Her star she blows. Lots of pink colors in this specific palette, a couple of blues, and then it also has a silver over here. So we're going to do something simple, something that reminds me of Briar Rose, which is like dusty pink. Like dusty pink is really what reminds me of a Briar Rose. So we're using Woodland. If you guys really want like a great book to read that has to do with Briar Rose and like Sleeping Beauty, I highly recommend Robin McKinley's book called Spindle's End. This specific palette has some great pink colors, and Spindle is just like this mauvey pinky color. It actually really reminds me of a rose, and I'm gonna put this on like the lid. Then we're gonna take the actual color Briar Rose. And I don't want like real pink eyes, like I'm just talking like in general it's a pink eye. This palette has like quite a few matte shades in it. We're going to use Grimm, and Grimm Brothers actually wrote the Briar Rose, the Sleeping Beauty story. This is just going to go right here. Very plum color. Plum. Professor Plum in the dining room with the candlestick. Just kind of like taking this from the inner corner, putting it into the crease, bringing it down toward the tear duct. We call it the inner corner. I call it the tear duct. Let's use proper anatomy. It's actually a really pretty palette. Like it has some really great like icy blues in it, which I really appreciate, and then it has these plum colors, so it kind of gives you like both. And one thing I really appreciate is that it doesn't really have like any brown, so it's not like they went for like your typical like neutral palette, which is really good. I feel like every palette these days is like, oh, let's just add a little bit of neutral pop to it so that you can like just have a neutral palette, but then you also need it. I wonder if they made a Princess and the Frog palette. I'll have to look, because that would actually be really cute. Or like a Little Mermaid palette. Take my money now. Well, they have a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. So Storybook, if you are watching this video, I highly suggest you guys do a Little Mermaid themed one. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Okay. Oh, that'd be so cool. Like you can have blues, some like icy blues, some greens, some mints, and then like maybe a gold or a silver. Ooh, that'd be so good. Like Little Mermaid one. Hello. So bad at this. Tangent. We're gonna take this color right here. It's called Enchanted, and it's like goldeny, metallic-y, really pretty. Put this in the inner corner. I just got smudges all over this mirror. Just kind of like packing this on, I guess. Yeah. We're taking some of Fairies, which is like this ice color, silver color, putting it in with the other color. From Lurella Cosmetics, we have, it's called Glory. This is a liquid sparkly shadow. We're just going to put this on the inner corner, and this is a gold shadow. Super pretty, and it adds just like the perfect like dimension, and I think that glitter shadows are like a must for Valentine's Day because hello, glitter. But it just adds like a perfect like subtle. This one in particular isn't extremely like opaque, so it adds a great subtle glam. You see how I don't even have to like dip into it a million times? Like one dip into that and it's so pigmented and pretty. So we're just going to pat the edges where it meets the eyeshadow on the outer corner. And then we just kind of want to leave it subtly like that. And then we have the Beauty for Real Finish Line Mascara. This is an very inky mascara. Just going to do short strokes. I would do winged eyeliner, but it doesn't turn out very well. Like, oh my. I need to practice it more. Being able to do perfect winged eyeliner, not possible. This side, no. It's like you can never get it symmetrical, I swear. I have some techniques that I want to show you guys to do a really simple but like sculpted look, and it is using some of the best makeup of 2019. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It is really good. There's some great products in there that you guys really need to check out. So, going in with my primer first, we have the Pore Blurring Primer from Makeup Revolution. So you guys know, before I sat down in front of the camera, I put on some hyaluronic acid and I just sprayed my face with the Aloe Herbs and Rose Water Spray from Mario Badescu. And then we are going in with the Pore Blurring Primer. And then we are using the Triangle Artist Stick from Catrice Cosmetics. This is in the color 010. I literally just like frame my face. So we're just doing a little bit here, a little bit here, up into the hairline to sculpt it out a little bit. And literally this is just like me. I'm barely pressing at all. This stuff is so creepy. And when I blend it out, it actually looks really good because it's not too dark for my skin tone. It's like that perfect subtle sculpt. And then this is the new Boxy Charm. It's like their line of brushes, and this one is specifically made for sculpting. And it just blends so like flawlessly, especially with this brush. But I feel like the primer does its job. The Triangle Artist Stick is like super creamy, and it does like the perfect amount that you need. Like it's just so perfect. And I'm doing this first because the foundation is going to even everything out. It's going to make it look more uniform. A lot of people call this like this natural Scott Barnes technique, and in a way it is, but I'm not going in too heavy with it. It's not me like going all over my face like what he normally does. And then I take some concealer and we just spot conceal. Like I break out really bad right under my nose. I get really hyperpigmentation. And then I have blemishes here, a blemish here. Okay. And this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. And then I just buff this in. And I like doing it this way because then it actually kind of just blends in with the contour as well. Well, contour, the definition. And it like blends well, gets everything even. Ta-da! This is the Conceal and Define Foundation from Makeup Revolution. Love this stuff. It's a mattifying, but it is so good, especially when it's mixed with these other products, and it is full coverage when you like apply it. Then I like going in with F1 for the problem areas that are just a little bit too dark, and we just kind of reinforce the light coverage, like the lighter color coverage. And then I will take a bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the original color bronzer, and I have hit pan. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Now that I've let my face sit for a couple seconds, just taking some setting powder. Let's do the under eyes. Okay. Bronze complete. Set complete. We're gonna spray. Alright, then we have a Black Radiance Toasted Almond Blush, and this is super pigmented, and it's a little bit on the, well, because it's super pigmented, it is a little bit darker of a color for me, but I love the color payoff in it. Warm up my face a little bit more, give it some pink definition instead of just, you know, flat white and brown. And then we're going to be using the Rach Loves Pixie Highlight Collab. I love this one because it comes with quite a bit of options, and this has just always been my go-to highlighting palette. So to create a really stunning highlight, like even more like impactful, I'm going to spray my face first. And it smells really good. And while my face is still a little bit dewy, a little bit moist, we're going to take the highlights and we're just going to highlight the high points of my face, and that really creates like a super pigmented highlight. And I am going to do a little bit of an inner corner highlight with Lace and Clutch right here. See, look how powerful and blinding that is. Then last for my eyes before I decide to do my brows, because they're a little bit wonky. Do you guys see that? I love all this stuff in my hands too. My brows are wonky. We'll get to those in a second, but we're going to take the Storybook Cosmetics, that Grim color, like that plum color, and I have a, this is a really, really good shading brush. It's actually, I'm using this to smudge, and it's from Wet n Wild. We're going to smudge underneath the eye with that plum color. I just want it to look like a continuation of the eyeliner, so it's just kind of like, yeah. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows and put on my mascara, and then we'll come back to get the full look, a Valentine's Day look. Okay guys, here's the completed look using the Storybook's Cosmetics Little Briar Rose palette, and this is my Valentine's Day look. It's like kind of subtle but also kind of glammy, and it would be like super easy to recreate at any time. Valentine's Day, guys. How do you guys like this look? Leave a comment below what you guys are planning on doing for Valentine's Day, if you've made your Valentine's Day plans yet. Hope your guys' 2020 has started out really, really well, and I will see you later. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and bye!